service near me. Is it critical to maintain your vehicle? Yes. Do we need to keep the service up on it? Yes. Beyond a shadow of doubt, it's going to cost you about $3,000 a year to maintain and repair your vehicle if you're driving 15,000 miles a year or less, because it's based on time and or mileage. So just because you may not drive very much doesn't mean that you don't need to take care of your vehicle from the ground up, because time kills things just like mileage. Your car actually handles mileage better. Just sitting there, that's not what the car was designed to do. It was designed to go down the road. So it literally makes more sense to, even if you're not driving very much, go on a weekend drive and take care of your car. Keep it blown out. Keep it functioning like it's supposed to. Drive it like it was meant to be driven. I mean, the purpose of automotive services, most people think an automotive service is a simple oil change, maybe a tire rotation. And of course, that's important. It's important to do it way more often than what the manufacturer says normally. A while ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago, California did a huge media blitz on changing oil. And they said that we were wasting billions of gallons of oil a year in the country by changing the oil too soon on a car. And they literally just put millions and millions of dollars into this media blitz on changing the oil based on manufacturer specifications instead of the aftermarket 3,000, 5,000 mile stuff. Now, from the outside looking in, it's good for, it makes, the green movement seem that's a big deal. If we do change the oil too soon, then it does use more oil. Only problem is, especially in California, in all states, but especially in California, if you try and take the old oil that after you change your oil, you take the old oil and you try and dump it into the environment, then you're going to be fined and sued like there's no tomorrow. So there's actually a huge service going on behind the scenes, and you have pumper trucks come in and pump the old oil out. So then what happens to the old oil? Because the automotive repair store is still responsible for that oil to see it that it's taken care of properly. So, it depends on the state that you live in, but in California, most of it's going to get recycled, or this is the beautiful part, they'll take it over and dump it into these big ships. And these big ships, 12 miles out, flip a switch and start burning it for fuel instead of diesel or whatever other oil that they're going to be burning. But they're going to be burning something. So in other words, the oil if it's being refined, then it doesn't take as much power to refine that oil because it's already oil. Okay, just got to get the impurities out of it. So you don't have to turn it from, crude oil into oil that the engine can use. So when you think about oil, it's still going to be burned. Like my northern shops, they burn old oil in their heater, but they're going to use some kind of oil to keep warm, or they're going to use electricity, which where's that coming from? So I'm telling you, on the outside looking in, environmentally, it makes sense. From the inside looking out, it makes zero sense. So why did California actually pay all of those millions? Well, because the manufacturers, the car manufacturers, only want your car to last like 75,000, 100,000 miles. And in doing so, they can wash their hands of it and they get to sell you a new car. J.D. Powers, they didn't used to use maintenance costs per mile as one of the ingredients to whether they would recommend a car or not. Now it's one of the most important things that J.D. Powers has is maintenance cost per mile. The lower maintenance cost per mile, the higher the J.D. Powers rating and ranking. If this is true, and it is, and the manufacturers only want your car to last 100,000 miles, then they make it to where you don't have to maintain the car for very long, that 100,000 miles, and the rating ranking goes up. They get to sell you a new car. But there's a huge little snippet that they missed out on. If you actually get educated and you make it to where your car gets maintained properly by what the aftermarket should be saying, which is an oil change like every 5,000 miles, rotate and balance every 5,000. Then you're going to go to the, 5,000, 10,000 being the same. 15,000 miles would be the 5,000 mile service, the oil change, rotate and balance. It would be the cabin air filter, fuel injection flush, battery service, alignment, that type of thing. Then, of course, you're going to go to the next one, which is going to be your 30K, which would be the 5K plus the 15K plus all of the fluid exchanges. And California even made laws that it's almost impossible to recommend fluid exchanges now because, we're flushing your wallet. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. The key to preventative maintenance is maintaining it before it needs to be maintained, before it goes bad. So you're maintaining it so it doesn't go bad. Otherwise, why are you changing the oil? But think about it. Why are you changing the oil? Because they haven't been able to get the engine to last 100,000 miles with an oil change yet, but they're working on it, trust me. And the different oil companies and the engines and the manufacturers, they're trying to get your car to last. Now, but they want it to then be not worth anything at 100,000 miles so they can sell you a new one and you can keep up with the Joneses. But why do you change your oil? When I've asked this thousands of times with a lot of my clients, and the number one reason is to protect my car. No, you're just protecting one little small piece of your car. You're protecting the parts that the oil touches, but you're not protecting the transmission. You're not protecting the brakes. You're not protecting the coolant. You're not protecting the fuel injectors. You're not protecting anything else. You're protecting just where the oil touches. So you're not protecting the suspension pieces, the shocks and struts that need to be replaced at 75,000 miles. You're not protecting the rest of the car. You're just changing your oil, but that's where most people's education starts and stops. And if that's true, and it is, then when you take it all together, auto service near me, auto repair near me. This gets you the manufacturer. It also gets you the aftermarket. The reason that the aftermarket exists to begin with, because why does the aftermarket exist? If the automotive manufacturers, dealers were doing such a great job, then that's all there would be. But does a manufacturer truly have your best interest at heart? Or does the automotive aftermarket have your best interest at heart? And I get it. Any time that you have to do something like fix your car, you have to go into these automotive repair places to fix your car, and you feel like you're being taken advantage of. I get it. At the same time, if you build a great relationship with your shop, they trust you, you trust them. They maintain your car properly. They have a plan on how to maintain your car properly. Life is the most fantastic thing in the world. If we don't do this and we go to, quote, the cheapest place, I guarantee you it's not the cheapest. And it's going to cost you way more money in the long run. That pay me now, pay me later thing, it is real. It is so real, it's not even funny. I beg of you to understand the difference. Understand automotive service near me. Use it. Find the best place. Make your car happy. Keep your car happy. It'll keep you happy.